guys can hear me okay? Finally. Hey, Brixabeta. How's it going, man? I'm gonna turn on video quickly. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up what we have here too in just a second. Sorry, we got back from the shore today and my Wi-Fi was down, so I had to get that whole thing working with FiOS and Verizon, which is always a whole pleasure. Gotta love first world problems. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up our list too of stuff. Can you guys hear me okay? Alright, cool. Just getting at the list of stuff that we have on here. It's throwing me off with that comment shut off. Give me 1 second. Just trying to open this. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so turn video on. Hey, it works. Unfortunately, EpoCam just does not like me today. I updated and now it just laughs at me when I try to do anything with it, which is always great. Alright, so in the chat, got a couple people here. So, let's see, we have Jay FPV. I got you, man. You're in the giveaway. Surrey FPV. I don't remember if I got you at all in the list, but I'll go through everything. Josh Boy, not hearing music. You should hear music now, I believe. At least that should come through. Thank you for your patience, both you guys. Drone Pilot, hey man. You're Australia. I DM'd you the other day about logos, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway-ish down there for you guys. Joseph, hey, how's it going? Thumbs up, pinkies up rather. He has a event coming up, by the way, if you don't know of it already. I threw up a very basic events section on here. It's not remotely done yet because I have to put in locations and everything like this. But he has a event coming up by Drone Racing Parts, Team Black Sheep, and Diatone in New York City. Just outside New York City in Staten Island. So if you want, hop up on here. I know Bot Grinder's going. Cricket, I think, was on the fence. And E-Rod, I think, was going to go, from what I remember. E-Rod Yo. And of course, Pinky's up. And a bunch of other people. I don't know if I can go because my schedule just with July just is terrible. With anything in medicine during the summer is just terrible. So I'm going to center myself over here because I'm off the screen. Rick Cepeda, he's one of our Patreons here for FPV Exchange. Michael Blades, FPV, I got you, man. Oh, hey, FPV Mama. Didn't realize you were on here. How's it going? Congrats on the new position at Rotor Riot. It's awesome. Let's see. That's all we got. Cool. All right, so we got a couple things here. Not too much, but we got some offerings here. So we have a pair of Fat Sharks. Let me back up. So this is to support you guys with beginner to FPV. I like everything that you guys are doing, and I think it's a great motivation for getting people into the hobby, because I think it's so difficult to get people in and get people started, that I wanted to support you guys with what you're doing. So I've been trying to figure out how I can support what you're doing there. So if I can do that, then I can do giveaways and things like that, just to kind of support you. Some of it is new, some of it's used, and things that I'm kind of trying to tailor into what new pilots use, as well as people who are experienced in the hobby are kind of looking for, or kind of in the mix of trying to do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to lower this volume quick. So if I'm able to do that, then I'm perfectly happy with doing so. So give me 1 second. So if I can do that, then that's great. So it may be new items. Make it difficult to hear them. Okay, is that any better now, at least? I'll wait to hear from you from the chat. So I have items that I'm picking up that are mostly new, but I have some used stuff on here, just which hopefully should be a little bit more in line for what new pilots are interested in, and being kind of my core mindset of doing anything I can do to support local pilots as well as local vendors and things like that. I'm more than happy to do that to support you guys. So we got a couple things here. Got a pair of Fat Shark HGOs, which are here in my terrible video. It's like potato quality. So you have those in here. We have a module in here as well. That should be good. Yeah, FPV Mama, you're not even here for the giveaway? All right, we've got to help you out one of these times too. So this, let's see, it's been a while since I looked at this for what module it is. Drone Pilot, can you not hear me at all still? This comes with rapid fire too, by the way. So that is here. And I think go along without doing something to support bot. Music's still loud. Okay. / I'm maybe too quiet. Okay, there you go. Hopefully that's better. I'll just turn it down, way down. Okay, thanks. Maybe you can actually hear me now. So we have the HDOs with rapid fire, which are in there. We have a BQE Bandolero, which is here. So you should be able to see that guy. So we have a giveaway from Stupid Fast Drones. This is a guy who does custom work for building out quads and things like that. So if you ever need anything built, I don't know about you, but it's always kind of hard to just sit down and do builds and things like that. Stupid Fast Drones does a whole lot of builds, and this is one of his that he does, which is a micro analog build, and it has a pretty decent stack and kind of a obviously like an all-in-one camera and board itself. So that's pretty sweet. I'm a fan of micros in the backyard. Sometimes it's hard to get out and going flying at our local park, just with the number of people that we have coming. We have one of the KI FPV. This is one of the invisible frames that's out there. Let me see if I can pull up the link quick. And I think I have it in the chat, in the invisible one. So that is actually this guy here. This is one of the frames, the Covert 360, I believe it is. So this is the one that allows you to basically put your 360 cam in here and basically be able to film with no frame in view. So it's just going to be what you see, plus, you know, obviously shadows and things like that. For the most part, you just have to keep a very slam design with this. So it's a pretty advanced build, but if you're looking for doing like Cinewhoop and like high quality streams, this is a really good frame for you. So there's that guy. And then we have a DC5 frame, the Titan. I have a delay before what I see on the picture. So you have a DC5 frame here from iFlight. Just the frame itself, which is in there. And let's see, we have some motors, making sure that I'm there. Yeah, so these are drone racing part motors. So Drone Racing Parts did a post online a couple months back at this point, basically saying that he was out of stock for Crossfire modules. So I reached out to him, and I had a bunch, so I mailed him a bunch and got some probably about 15 Crossfires out to him so he could get his orders shipped out a little bit sooner. And these are his motors that he sent to me. So they actually, sorry, getting a little bit of glare. So these are his motors, stamped with Drone Racing Parts, and obviously 5-inch motors. And you could see those on the picture initially for the post. These are 2207 and 2207 and 1920 kVs. So you get a set of 4 of these guys. The glare is absolutely terrible. And I don't have a good way of fixing this either way right now with this camera without really taking a lot of time. I've never used him at all, Joseph, so I don't, these are the one and only set that I've ever gotten. And then we have FPV. I don't know if you know FPV. So I try to do what I can to support independent frame designers and, like I said, independent pilots. So I have a frame that I picked up from him a while back, and he does a nice design with his giveaways, or not his giveaways, his purchases. So he ships out the frame basically already pre-assembled, and you open it up, has his logo on here. Basically he does a lot of stuff on Instagram and does his posts, and he gives you the build already done, which is really handy, especially with trying to design builds. Sometimes it can be tricky, and kind of conveying that design and build instructions to the user can be a little bit tricky. So this is always a huge help. But this is kind of like an Apex frame, but it uses a 3D printed standoff in the front in terms of the for the camera mount. And he does arm guards and the motor screw protectors, which are included with that too. And another thing I'm giving away is the Chris Rosser frame. So I don't know if you know of Chris Rosser. He is doing the AOS 5 frame, which is out here. He has the AOS 5, the AOS 5.5, and the AOS 3.5. So he said he was trying to get the frames out to people internationally, and because he didn't really have any other way to try to do that other than shipping everything out from Canada. So I reached out to him and picked up a whole bunch of frames from him, and they are now available pretty much worldwide within a couple days shipping for most people. So you can get it from CNC Madness in Colombia, or I'm sorry, in Canada rather, in British Columbia. And then FPV Reloaded, he is a pilot that I support. He has about 8 or 9 of them left from what I know, up in Germany. Crofton77, he is down in Australia, and you can get him down there. And you can get some from me, which I still have a box left. And then Aeon, which is over in UK. And I have another 10, which is going out to FPV Freezer in France. so he should be able to get that pretty soon to you as well. So if you need to buy it, you can get it right from him pretty easily. Basically any one of these guys. Amazon, you can get it there. It's just we append this, which is actually going to be removed pretty soon. But I personally haven't done the build at all, but you'll get one of these guys. This is the AOS 5 Camford frame. And if you want, he has his STLs up here. You can actually download the prints for doing the GoPro mounts and things like that. So I personally have not done this one at all. I've heard it flies amazing. And it's basically built around the GoPro Hero 8, Hero 9 cameras to help with the vibrations, just because of how big they are. But with that too, I was reaching out to you guys here in Germany, France, Australia, and UK. If you have any local pilots in your area, basically include pilot stickers with every order. So local pilots in your area, they're going to be getting stickers included with each frame. So if you know any well-known pilots or just friends, hit me up, and each of these guys are going to get packets of stickers, and they go out with each order. So yeah. All right, so just catching up on the chat. Let's see, Michael Blades. Let's see. All right, drop the Patreon link. So Patreon link is actually at the bottom here. I'm gonna have a donation thing coming up here on the site just to help support it, because I don't really get anything from the site at all. Amazon doesn't even work at all because I don't have enough content on the page. And obviously I don't have any transaction costs or anything like that. Let's see, music. Hopefully the music should be better. And for Patreon, I will add the chat link into the chat. So that should work for that. There's going to be a /donation coming up on the page, which I just have to improve the lettering and the formatting and everything like that. So this was going to be the payment option, but unfortunately, unless I have $1 million in sales each year, PayPal does not make it easy to add payments. So I have a hack to kind of get through that. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? So, all right, so yes, FPV Mama. So if you don't know FPV Mama, so she is a huge staple to getting basically most of the Rampage going. She did so much work for the event, and I work with her daily, if not hourly, with Rampage. And yeah, I really appreciate what she has done for the hobby, and with Bubby, her son. Okay, so drone pilot. Yeah, we can turn music off. That's fine with me. Now we got the thing started. Okay, on my Facebook post, awesome. Oh my goodness, quite a good away. So thank you for the praise. Joseph, what were your thoughts for the motors? I haven't seen a review of them at all. If you can, try to post up a review, or I don't know if you have it in build already. That'd be really cool, because I was kind of looking for motors for local people here in Philly, and I didn't know if those were decent or what your thoughts were. And reduce the vibrations. Yes. So he gives out the STLs. He didn't give out the Fusion file, so you can't like modify them completely, but you can always open those up in OBS or in Fusion 360 and do some remodeling, and I'm sure you could probably pull it into another design to be able to do it that way. All right, so that is everyone. So we have the wheel names. So I'm going to open up the list here. So we have, this was off of the original Facebook post on the site, and basically going through every single one of these on here, and the actual post, which is on this one. So on here, there's 82 comments. There is plus or minus. There's whether or not people actually list a comment versus not. And they'll be on there. So, and we have everything in terms of the frame. Great. So these are going down through each one of these comments, basically to be available and entered to win. You just have to post your profile on here. And I will basically add these in to the names. And these are the names that we have so far. These aren't actually emails. These are profile links. So on here you have your names as well as your FPV Exchange pilot profile. What I'm doing with this is basically turning these profiles into kind of your link tree, almost like what Ciati will do and other pilots will do, to basically put their links out to people. You know, like if you want to get in touch with me, or if you want to try to reach out to me, here's all my media links for social media, for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You must have that right here on the site. And I'm adding on to it by doing some other things like, you know, adding in your favorite video or what Facebook groups you're in, or if you're a Part 107 pilot, or if you want to add in your favorite videos that get you started in the hobby, as well as kind of like what you like to do in terms of like where you want to fly at and things like that. So that's all in here, in addition to your sales. So if you want to know whether or not you can actually rate someone in terms of like, are you actually a, you know, someone you can trust a transaction with or not, all that information's all in there, as well as your items that you want to try to sell. So all that is on your list. Hey, Riddy, FPV. So he is actually, he does, actually I have it on the site. Pilot. He does this logo, which we actually used and was at Rampage. And I can't find it right now easily. But he does the meme of the Napoleon Dynamite. So I basically found it online one night when I was camping, and I made a mock-up of it for the site, and was down at Rampage and bumped into him. And he's like, hey, I made that logo and that whole design. So I have a redesign basically in progress, which has his name on the shirt and his logo for his channel and everything else. So that is that. So with that, I basically have all the names on here, and I added these into the wheel names here. So we have 60 entries, so we have a total of 59 names on here. And all these are added onto the list. Again, these are people who have posted their profile onto the Beginner to FPV site, and we'll be able to go from there. And we have a pretty decent giveaway with this. So just going down through the list. This is just in order of how they appear on Facebook. So we have Daryl Hickman, which is Silly Smooth. We have Chris Noto, which is Corn Swallow. I don't know how to say that. Mike Porter, who I reached out to because I think he was having problems with an old account. Joe Rogel, which is Joe Rogel. Zao Jacob Hoyt. We have Garfly Foosh, Robin, which is Monster Max. We have Brian Smith, which is Lost Localhost. Leonard Gracias, which is Charlie on Leon. We have Ben Wynn, Josh Boyd, Jason Partridge, Avi Nakvi, Russell Smith, Jasper Singer, Vitality, which is Boris the Blade, Moses Morales, Nate Smith, Wesley Mills, Hernandez Delgo Yo. What Part 135. I don't know what that is. Interesting. That's cool. Let's see. In the chat, we have Ariel Clone, Tyler Harris, Riddy FPV, and Chris Noto. Cool. Todd Yo, James Shoup, Daryl Kaiser, Robert Masters, Joseph Fricker, Julio Polio, Sabir, Joel, DJ Sepler, Mike Siski. I'm terrible with names, so bear with me. Colin Perrin, Chris Hopkins, Joe Pointer, Mark DePiler, Dries Visser, Robert Kepf, Reezy, Sean Murphy, Patrick Małinski, Brian Blandon, Polio Sivia, Zach Cheatham, John Themius. I'm screwing up your names terribly, I'm sorry. Martin Wosley, Nick Holt, Bayless, which is Daglin Bayless, Craig Derking, Robert Pryor, Mark Andrew, which is Miss for Mark, Corey Harrell, Chayton Layson, Dax Neal, Tyson Ho, Stephen Layson, Zach Wilson, Adam Frace, Caesar Nazaro, and JFPV. All right, cool. So part 135. I'm curious about that. I'll have to take a look into that. I have no idea what that is versus part 107. That sounds pretty cool. And so I'm going to grab all these names. Okay. All right, so my name is not there, and I commented a week ago. Taco, can you post your comment at all? And I'll add you. I don't doubt it at all. I was just trying to find the comment. Unless you have another... Is there another spot where you have it at all? I don't want to exclude you, but I don't want to break the rules for people too, if they follow the rules, which is also Jose. If you could shoot me that comment at all, then I would definitely add you, Taco. I don't, like I said, I don't want to exclude you, but I don't want to offend anyone who hasn't won something. And I'll give you another couple minutes or so. If not, I will hit you up on the next one, totally. I have a couple other giveaways planned. Quite a few, actually. If you could post your Facebook post on it, because we just had to have you post your Facebook link on the beginner FPV page, which I think is now closed. I think the comment block is closed, so you can't add additional comments to it, which is this one here. I don't know how I can try to share this at all. It's not letting me share it. Okay, so I'm gonna get started in the meantime, just so I don't waste you guys' time. Okay, so I'll start first with the Stupid Fast Drones. This is a place out of Indiana. And we'll go through and spin the names. So we've got 59. You're the last one. Okay, hang on one second. Unless maybe you got it at the very end. very last one. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry for the delay. I hate to do these at all. I feel cheap asking for you guys to post anything. Joseph, can you see if Taco's on there at all? Oh, I see. You commented on it. That was that stream. That one. I don't know if you commented on the other one. Bugger. I think you commented on the 10K message, but you didn't add your profile. Hey, Speedy Turtle. I only see this one, Hoso. Yes, there will definitely be a list of things posted. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you have to go, that's fine. I totally understand. Okay, so I'll respin. So this is for John Themos. Won the Stupid Fast Drones, the micro build. And I'll send this out. Okay, cool. So I'm going to remove your names from the list as you win them. John. Okay, that's awesome. So, John. Okay, congrats, man. Let me know how this is. I am totally into doing micros, and I wanted to pick up more of these guys. I've been eyeing this up for so long, just because it's so hard. This is the XT30, so just make sure you have the proper connector. Speedy Turtle, I did not give away the Crunk build. I have a build from Crunked, which is a KISS build, which I have never touched KISS, so I'll have to reach out to Pinky's Up because I have no idea how to do KISS at all. I don't think it's going to be hard. I just haven't done anything with it yet. All right, so congrats, John, for the micro build. So next one is going to be the Kin FPV build, the frame rather, which is the 5-inch frame. It's going to include your motor screw connectors, the protectors for that, as well as the TPU for the motor mounts, and also for your crossfire antenna in the back and your XT60 connector, which is in the front in there. Yes, I knew you'd get you on that, Chris. So this is the 5-inch build, and let's see who wins this guy. Okay. Oh, the wheel of names. I wish there was a better way of doing these, but I don't know if there is any. I'm going to make this larger because you probably can't see anything at all. So I'll fix it for next time. Okay, so Mark Andrew. Okay, cool. So this is Miss for Mark. And this is his profile. Nope, that did not copy right. So Miss for Mark up in Toronto. These guys will ship anywhere, so don't worry about shipping. I basically am going to include everything for you, no cost. So you're going to be getting the Kin FPV 5-inch frame. And you don't have to be here, obviously, to win, obviously. Okay, I'm going to turn on the music so I'm not just talking completely to myself. That just seems weird. I don't know how Ciati does it. That's like next level streaming, to be able to just talk in the microphone. All right, so I'm going to pull off Mark Andrew. So I don't reshuffle these. I've heard that that generally tends to screw up the algorithm for doing the wheel of names. So bear with me if I don't do it that way. By the way, with the site, sorry if there's issues. I only have so many devs. We're doing a number of changes, which has been a huge frustration because we're trying to get the mobile app out, which is kind of out, just not completely. But the goal is to do notifications. So you can like see notifications on the page instead of the hokey setup that we have with SMS and emails, because email is terrible. And SMS works, but because you can get it on your watch and stuff like that, but I just think that's pretty terrible. The other issue is when people choose the private mechanism for Apple. When you say like you don't want to show your email address, if you do it otherwise, you have to make sure you put your phone number in, otherwise you don't receive offers. So it's kind of a poor design. So this way you can still hide all your public information, like your email address and your phone number, and you'll just have to rely on the app itself to notify you. We have to engineer and design around all that garbage, which is just, it creates an email address and it makes it a hassle on our end to do it with Apple and their App Store. Okay, so next one for the independent frame designs, this is going to be the KI FPV frame, which I showed before. This is for the Covert 360. I can't remember if this is the analog or digital build. It's honestly been so long. If you want, let me know, and I will try to let you know in advance, so at least you can plan for it. But great guy out in California. And this is for this guy. All right, I am way behind on the chat. So, Joseph Fricker. So he is the winner of the Covert 360 frame. Sorry if I'm butchering your names, guys. I really apologize. It's hard as hell to get these, especially live. So you're going to be the KI FPV Covert 360. Let me know how that is. I'm really curious because a lot of people are into doing like the Part 107 work, and this is like an amazing frame for doing that. I personally haven't done that at all, but I think that would be an amazing frame for doing that. So congrats, Joseph. Let's see, where is he out of? So UK, awesome. Joseph, if you want, you can get the roster frame locally for you guys too. Just hit up Aeon over in your area, and you can basically get it shipped from you guys pretty darn cheap. And or at least sent me a copy of your pilot logo if you have one, and I'll basically add that in again. Riddy FPV, this is the Covert 360 frame. This was mentioned in the Barbo News a couple months ago. What I did is basically for the past year or so I've been stocking up on giveaways and stuff, but this is one that came up along the way, and it allows you to put it's a very slim design, and you put a 360 cam in here that basically pulls in all the video on both sides. and it's so thin that it's as thin as the camera itself, so you shouldn't see the frame anywhere in the video. So you can just take your 360 footage and just edit away. You don't have to edit out the frame. So it's a pretty cool design. I just have not done it whatsoever. And I know that they did a review of it. X-Night 360. I am not familiar with X-Night at all. But he's based out of California. But it's a pretty cool design. If you have it, let me know. Or if you know someone who does have it. Alright. So, next one is going to be the iFlight Titan DC5 frame. I've never flown with the iFlight frames. I know that a couple people in the chat have. I know that Speedy Turtle has had a bunch of the DC5 frames, or at least the iFlight frames. I went on the wall up there from him, actually. But I think they're pretty solid frames and a really good kind of baseline and foundation to build off of. I'm going to spin the wheel for this guy. Let's pull off Joseph. I think I have him pulled off already. Yes, good. Just want to catch up on the chat quickly. Joso, I guess is how you pronounce it. Athex, Toko FPV, Toko 007. Like I said, I don't see it at all. So Speedy Turtle, by the way, if you don't know Speedy Turtle, he does the Speedy Turtle care package, by the way. It's sad I have autocomplete for Patreon. So he does a Speedy care package with basically, if you want to donate anything to anyone, you basically send the stuff to him and he'll just add it to a box that gets mailed throughout the country. I think that's how he's doing it maybe now, and or you basically sign up your name on the list and they basically will mail you the box and you get a whole box of stuff. Like, I think when I got it, it was like gigantic sized. I don't think it's quite that large now. I think they kind of pare it down and have a couple of them that kind of circle throughout the East and West Coast US. And if you want something, you pull it from the box and just add something back in. But he does that and looking for basically support, and he just gave away a build, I think just today or tomorrow, or just recently. I think it was a freak style. Sorry I've been away, so I can't quite comment on that. Denny, yes, there will be a list. Bad Luck FPV, how's it going, man? You're up in Canada, right? Let's see. I'm not in the group of the giveaway. I just want to stop in and give him a shout out. That's awesome. But Speedy Turtle, I still have the crunk build. Like I said, I just have to do a little bit of basically making sure that it binds okay and make sure it flies. Gave away fully built, yeah, fully built freestyle and a 7-inch frame. Speedy Turtle, what frame did you give away? Most balling. Thanks for the help and decent Frankenstyle quad. Yes, I know how that works. Mix match motors and things like that. Let's see. Awesome stuff you're doing. Gotta rip a pack real quick. All right. Thanks for coming out. Bad luck. Send me a photo. Let's see. DC5. iFlight Nazco 5 frame is awesome and durable. Yes, Taco, I saw it. I believe he included you in there. Joseph, so I should add him to the list? Saw it? Yes, Taco, I saw it. I believe he included you in there. Hoso. Joso is in the... Okay, I will add you. Okay, cool. I will work out something for you offline if need be, Taco. just to get you added in. Okay. I found you in the list though of registered users. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna add you in. Got to make it an easy 60. And your profile. Down in Mexico. Awesome, dude. And I'm going to put you at the bottom of the list. So you'll still be in there. You'll just be on a... You're not going to be included on the initial giveaways, but you have a couple of nice offerings coming up. Okay, cool. Awesome, dude. So you'll be on the list for that. So next in the... I guess the Bandolero frame would make the most sense. So BQE Bandolero 5-inch frame. I've never flown with the Bandolero, but Erica in our local group flies a ton of them all the time, and she's pretty amazing. So I think you can't really go wrong with it, and it's durable as hell. She'll basically replace arms for me, but I've yet to see her replace anything else. So yeah, pretty good frame. So this is going to be for the Bandolero frame. Justin Adams, did you add your name onto the chat for the beginner to FPV? Basically for the stream of names? You basically had to post on that link and then add in your profile, at least for this giveaway. Ooh. So close. Okay, Jason Partridge. You're going to be getting the Bandolero. This is going to be the Bandolero, not the bot banger frame. Okay, so. So I got everyone so far. Awesome. And let's see, where is he from? Jason. Koopa Daddy. So Los Angeles, cool. Oh, by the way, if you're trying to find people, I basically added a feature in here to basically find local pilots in your area. So if you want to try to fly with someone, you basically go on here, you just go FPV Exchange /map, and you can basically go on here and just pick out where you want to try to fly with, and you can there will be a way to like shoot people a message and do like a group chat that way. We're just working on that, but basically you can find who's nearby you and basically hit up basically Erica or Bot Grinder or wherever you're flying with, and just send them a message. Or if you're saying going out to Indiana is where IO is. Sorry, I'm not a racer, so I don't know exactly where people from in Indiana. Basically see who's local to you and basically reach out to them and say, hey, where can I fly? Can you want to meet up? And maybe fly out with stupid fast drones, or just hit up some of the local vendors, Heli Direct, and if you want to try to find something. Basically everything is integrated, both users as well as vendors. So if you're trying to travel or anything like that, basically it'll be on the site and you can just shoot them a message and or buy stuff. This is going to be fixed a little bit because right now if you have a whole bunch of names on here, it acts kind of hokey. It scrolls when you get to the bottom of the page, so I just have to add a little toggle so it'll pull in the vendors after the fact. I want vendors on here because like if you're traveling, say if you're going out to Hawaii or something like that, you want to find what vendors are near you. I think that's valuable. You don't want to have to buy stuff from Get FPV or something like that if you're you're just trying to buy stuff locally, which is the whole purpose for the site. There's going to be a group chat feature coming up, which is going to be loading off the global chat. It's going to be in here, and you're going to get a invitation to it, and you basically message people kind of online, so you can then chat with people offline, which is going to be a little bit delayed, just because we're trying to work on the UI and try to nail that down 100%. So long story short, Jason, you're going to be getting the bandolero frame. Okay, so or no, that wasn't the bandolero frame. Give me 1 second. You're going to be getting the bandolero frame. I didn't do the DC5 frame. Too busy chatting. So too bad, so sad. You're getting the bandolero instead of the DC5 frame. If not, I'll send you another one. So DC5 frame. Very, very scripted method. All right. So now we have Joso on the list. Athix, you're gonna have to be added to the next one, dude. Don't see mine either. Joseph, I'm not seeing Revo FPV. You were, I think, from the previous one. This one you basically have to add it in. I'm gonna be adding a kind of a referral way. So basically, if you come from Get FPV, or if you're coming from Beginner to FPV or Discord or Speedy Turtle or something like that, you basically say where you came from and be able to track it that way. And basically whoever refers you is going to get points. And the more points you have, the more chance you can win things and or win things outright. So DC5 frame, here we go. Ooh, let's see, Robert Masters, awesome. Nope, hang on. Oh. Junior Polio. Junior Polo. Okay, cool. So it goes by Sergio online. So you're gonna be getting the DC5 frame. So I assume Georgia. I always want to go about me. So you're just outside of Atlanta. Cool. Whole ton of people in Atlanta, obviously. But you're gonna be getting the DC5 frame. And if I screw that up, I will go back through and mail you whoever you're supposed to, whatever you're supposed to win instead. So Junior, you're gonna be getting the DC5 frame. I played. I think this is HD one, by the way. Titan, I played Titan DC5. It doesn't say HD. I don't know if this is a different one. I try to get generally HD frames whenever possible to fit the air units, either the DJI air unit or the Caddx Polar air unit or the Caddx air unit. I will look into this if you want and let you know if you want an HD one. All right, so next one is the Drone Racing Parts 22S7.5 by 1920 kV motors, which are from Drone Racing Parts, which are actually a nice, awesome red, almost like a rusty red, and they have like an orangish top, which is on there. You get a set of 4 of these guys, and these, according to Pinky's Up, is a pretty darn good motor. I don't have the link handy right now. Okay. So Junior, you're going to be getting the DC5, and then who's going to be getting these motors? Athix, you're going to have to be added to the next one, like I said. Daxtiny, I don't remember if I saw your name before. But I basically went through the names probably like half an hour before the chat started with the live stream. Okay, cool. So Martin, let's see. Martin Worsley spec. Let's see, it's not letting me do my highlight. There you go. And you're going to be getting drone racing parts. So drone racing parts, if you don't know, they are up in New York City. They're going to be doing an event pretty soon that they're going to be sponsoring and working with Pinkies Up out in Staten Island. So if you want to hit up them, and you can basically coordinate going to that and or buy stuff right from them. I know that they do ship internationally as well, so you can get stuff right from them, and lots of good stuff there. And you're going to be getting these guys. Let's see, you are out of it's always fun knowing where I'm going to be shipping stuff. Okay, UK. Oh, hey man, I actually reached out to you. I wanted to include your logo. I don't know if I hear back from you. What I'm doing is with the roster frame, if you get the frame, you're going to be getting stickers from pilots in your country and your area. And I wanted to include your logo. So hit me up and I'll make sure that that happens if I didn't do that already. Okay. Which brings us to these guys, which is the Roster 5 frame, which I just added in. This is the Chris Roster frame, the 5-inch. I don't think it's the 5.5. Pretty darn good design. You can basically get it on the site now. It ships generally with most areas within about 3 or 4 days to most countries: UK, Germany, Australia, UK, France, US, Canada. We've got a bunch of them that are out there already. So hit them up and you can basically get them right on the site and you can get them already. So if you get this, make sure you do a review because I'm really curious how it is. It's basically designed for the GoPro Hero 5 or GoPro Hero 8 and 9, and probably assuming down to the 7 for like a little bit better tolerance for vibrations. It does fit the air unit as well. And why is that not going? It's always awkward when things don't work as expected. So it does fit the full-size DJI Air unit in here, as well as the Caddx Air unit and the Caddx Puller. And basically will fit inside the frame pretty easily. So if you want HD or the analog, you should be fine. Let's find out who this one's going to. Yeah, I'm really curious about the AOS 3.5. I'm probably going to be getting some of those and shipping out to some of my resellers abroad and see what they think. I think right now, officially, you can only get them through CNC Madness, which is good, but it takes a decent amount of time to get. I think for me, it took about a month or so for like the 60 that I bought. All right, so Daryl, cool. Congrats, man. Actually, first entry on the list. So Silly Smooth. So up in Connecticut, you can always go up there, hit him up. Like I said before, fill out your About Me stuff, and you can basically find kind of who and what you are, and basically find out if you want to fly with them and stuff like that. So I will ship you this guy, and I'll be basically messaging you guys directly on the chat, so just pay attention to messages from me and you'll get it. If not, I'll hit you up on Facebook, one or the other. All right, so that lives the Fat Shark HDOs with the rapid fire module. This has a power button mod, which is on here. so you can actually get a power button for HDOs. These are the HDOs, not the HDO2s. And you get a case. I have a LiPo that I can send. If it's going to be shipped within the US, then I'll probably include the LiPo. If I'm going to send it abroad, I probably won't. I do have 1860-50 cases that I personally use, but I don't really have a whole lot of those. I have a whole lot of the batteries, which I personally don't use all that much, so I'd be more than happy to throw it in for you. All right, so who's gonna win this guy? .7'7" Evan. Hey man, how's it going? I think I met you at Rampage, correct? Attitude V4s. I haven't tried the Attitudes. Oh, Chris Noto, which I saw you in the chat. Chris, are you still here? That's awesome. It's a rarity you get a person in the chat who actually wins things. Cool. So Chris Noto, does he have anything for sale? Nothing for sale yet. And where are these going? They're going down to Virginia Beach. That's awesome. So congratulations everyone. I'm gonna have more of these giveaways coming. I'm just trying to get everything else tightened up. I have a 3D printer which is coming out pretty soon, just in a couple days. I just have to get the notifications working and a couple other things and officially get the mobile app out and launched. And there's going to be other giveaways which are coming, which are going to be like local pilots in your area. I'll basically get stuff from you and send it off to someone else in your area, so you can support your local pilots in your area. So Chris, you're going to be getting the the Fat Shark HDOs. And you're going to have the rapid fire module on here. The only thing you need is the antennas and the battery. I haven't tried them at all, so let me know if they don't work. You basically be able to get things coordinated pretty easily with Fat Shark. They're usually really good with repairs. And these would be compatible with the Shark Bite too. You just have to do the HDMI out and connect them that way. Or HDMI in, I guess it would be. Anyway, congrats, and thank you guys for everything you're doing with Beginner to FPV. Like I said, more than happy to support you guys and keep you guys kind of in the air and keep everything going within the site itself, as well as with the hobby and what Joseph is doing. And hopefully I'll see you guys pretty soon at the event that he is doing up in New York City, Staten Island. You can find that in the events on, I assume, on the Facebook group. If not, it's on the site already. You can basically go there and there's going to be a bunch of giveaways from other local companies. So, all right, man. Glad to catch up with you guys, and hit me up if there's any issues on the site. I'm sure there are some. Just let me know, and I will make sure I add those onto the list. All right, peace out and have a good holiday. For next, I guess it would be Labor Day, which is coming up, and hopefully at I/O. All right, see ya.